Hey, people, it's your boy, Chef Rock. There's a new sheriff in town, Southern Edge Beverage Company. And let me tell you, you better taste the edge. Watch this. Taste the edge. Sweet tea vodka, salted caramel whiskey will rock you. The taste is smooth and refreshing. Gluten-free, no harsh burn for the blessing. Make it neat. Have it on ice. Buy both bottles. Have it twice. Mix with your favorite fruit juice. Nice. Mix a liqueur combo. Hype. We're black owned. Yeah. Finest in Atlanta telephone. College Park. Check this bone. Sweet tea, vodka, fix your fam. Southern Edge Beverages, Instagram. Salted caramel whiskey on the edge. New sheriff in town, baby. Taste the edge. Southern Edge can be found in the following locations in the metro Atlanta area. Total Wine and More in Alpharetta. Camp Creek World of Beverages. Prohibition Liquor. Firewater Package. Crest Wine and Spirits. And Bim's Package Store. It's time to taste the edge. Southern Edge, baby.
Damn, though. They do.
we have our new advertising rate sheet available. The Two Live Stews have a current reach of 50,000 people.
That's right.
Okay?
That's right.
Here's the big thing about it. If we advertise your business, you got to remember, this is pretty much forever. It's in perpetuity because these videos are streamed and you can watch it over and over, and people can watch what we did 6 months ago and they're still going to see your advertisement. Okay?
It's constant.
Constant. All right? So, internet-based or Atlanta-based businesses, just going to shoot you real. I mean, if you're in Arizona and you got a brick and mortar, we probably can't help you a lot, to be honest with you. Now, if you want to advertise the show just to show some love, that's cool. But an Atlanta-based business and internet-based business, check us out. Email us, okay? sme.dougstewart@gmail.com. Here are your sponsorship packages starting at $75. And you're getting a lot of value from $75. In the Two Live Stews Facebook chat group, we got 40,000 people, okay? So you got 4 different levels. Level 1, $75. And really, it's still great because, once again, perpetuity. F with your boys. Okay? So if you're interested, email us. We'll send you this rate sheet, the packages, and advertise your business right here on the Two Live Stews.
Imagine feeling invigorated and focused, not by artificial substances, but by natural pre-workout supplements. This isn't just a thought, but a reality many athletes and fitness enthusiasts are embracing. They hold the key to elevated performance without the commonly associated side effects of synthetic products. However, overlooking the potential of these supplements means missing out on that all-natural energy boost and focus. It means accepting unnecessary crashes post-workout. It's a pain point that no fitness enthusiast should grapple with, especially when there's a healthier alternative. At Lion Raw Herbs, we produce a vegan all-natural pre-workout that is proven to increase performance and boost every workout. Visit us at lionrawherbs.com to learn more and look for natural performance energy. That's NPE. We are sure you will feel the difference.
Hey, man, listen, the word on the street is real. SouthernEdgeBeverageCO.com. Everybody's talking about it, Doug.
Yeah, salted flavored caramel whiskey, sweet tea flavored vodka. Everybody and their mama. Chub Rock, Jerry Stackhouse, all the Stewies, the dogs and the poodles, and this dude too.
Dana Dane with fame, Dana Dane with fame. And look what I got, that Southern Edge. Southern Edge. Woo, baby, that's right. That caramel salted flavor, baby, is all you need in your life. This whiskey is fire. Take it from the great one. Southern Edge, Southern Edge, Southern Edge. Full circle.
You heard the man, and you know who that is. The great Dana Dane with fame, showing love to the good folks from Southern Edge Beverage Company. Now, Doug, he mentioned the salted caramel. Don't forget about the sweet tea vodka. Don't forget about the passion berry tequila. And don't forget about the S.E. Limon tequila, too.
Yeah. Nightmares of the night. That guy. Y'all don't know. If you under 50, you won't get that. But shouts out to the great Dana Dane with fame. Sir, everybody and their mama is talking about Southern Edge.
I'm very proud, man. You can find more information about Southern Edge at www.southernedgebeverageco.com. But like Doug said, everybody's talking about it.
Like to keep it on the edge so we max.
The best of the Two Live Stews experience.
Right.
We got a new Stews poll coming out. We're going to have it posted tonight. And the 4 options are Kirk Cousins, yes, Justin Fields, no, or Kirk Cousins, no, Justin Fields, yes.
You shouldn't be able to do that. You shouldn't be able to put a story out there that is not true.
Kirk Cousins, yes, Justin Fields, yes, or Kirk Cousins, no, Justin Fields, no.
You just started talking about our debate that started us on radio was the effectiveness of the option, idiot. It was the effectiveness of the option in the NFL.
You call your brother idiot? I never call you
an
idiot.
Dummy. I'm calling him a dummy. And then you tried to railroad me just now. What you did is hijack the show. I'm done.
You call your brother a dummy? You call your brother an idiot and a dummy? I raised you. There you can go. Hey, we'll see y'all when? Monday? I gotta go make the donuts. Bye.
We see y'all Monday.
I know a lot of times it sounds like we're bragging, but we got to tell y'all because y'all will forget. I'm serious. Sometimes we got to tell y'all, we got to say it out loud because y'all will forget. And y'all will give credit to somebody else when that's not the case. Just like I said, in 30 years, Eminem's going to have created hip hop. No. All these shows you see right now, they all came from us. They did. I don't care which one you name. Drink Kings, the little show with Steven Jackson and whatever the case be. Any show you see where it's two brothers talking shit on the radio, okay? Joning, having fun, talking about sports and whatever. It started with us. I just need to remind you. 2001. If you can show me video or pictorial evidence of somebody doing this genre of radio or entertainment before October of 2001, then I'll talk to you. But you're not going to be able to find it.
The best of the Two Live Stews experience.
Damn, though.
Stewart Media and Entertainment presents the Two Live Stews experience. We back, shawty! This right here, this ain't your ordinary ish.
Two Live Stews experience. Ryan Stewart, Doug Stewart. Baby, we back. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Yes, we are back. It's been a long time. We shouldn't have left you, but them folks sat us down forcefully. What up to the Qs?
Do not let anyone confuse you. The Two Live Stews started this shit.
The Two Live Stews experience, shouty. If you're not stewing, what the hell are you doing?
I'm Renata Bliss, and I'm your freestyle dance teacher.
What most people don't know about Rachel is that she's a college professor with a PhD in the cultural studies of breakdancing.
By day, Dr. Rachel Gunn is a lecturer at Sydney's Macquarie Uni.
Everyone, we're in week 7 now. Portfolio 1 due at the end of this week. Somehow they'll see me something on TV or something on Instagram and they'll go, wait, is this you?
Hip hop is this. 1, 2, 3, 4, hit, and The more relaxed you are, that's what makes it hip hop. Boom, bam, every time.
And we got to thank God every minute of every day. Happy Monday. Good morning, sir. How are you?
I'm fantastic, man. How about you, sir?
Shouts out to the Chief Rocket Jersey Burn. We got to discuss that real quick in a second. Creole
discuss
Indian
the video?
Eagle.
The video,
No. Well, the video too. The video too.
All right.
But Chief Rocket Jersey Burn's name. We got to discuss that.
Okay.
So good morning to Chief Rocket Jersey Burn, Creole Indian Eagle, as well as Dr. Scott. Those were the first 3 to jump in the chat room this morning. We appreciate y'all being diligent and early to spend some time with y'all. Thank y'all for pulling up every morning. I'm your boy Ryan Stewart. He's Doug Stewart. We make up the Two Live Stews and this Two Live Stews experience. Dougie, go.
Well, no, good morning, everybody. First of all, good morning, everybody. Shouts out to
Just
everybody
go.
watching the show.
Aussie breaker Ray Gun stole the breakdancing show. Dougie, go.
Okay, so I didn't see that lady at all when I watched it, and I watched an hour of the women breakdancers.
Oh, you missed it. You missed the treat. You missed the real treat.
And some of them were good, the ones that I watched. But that person right there, whoever the hell that person was,
Breaker Ray Gun.
That's the problem with this, man. There's a lot of problems with this whole breakdancing thing.
How did she even get in there? Why was she a thing for us to see at the freaking Olympics?
See, here's the problem I got. And I'm torn because this whole breakers in the Olympics brought a lot of notoriety and a lot of exposure to breakdancing. I did the math in my head, sir. I remember when I was in the 6th grade, the breakdancers at Berkeley Middle School had stashed over the weekend. I think it was maybe Pee Wee Shine or somebody like that.
It was Stephen Manigault and Champ.
Right. They stashed under a trailer a piece of cardboard. Okay. So I remember I was in 6th and 7th grade. So we talking 83, 84. That's how long I've been a fan and a watcher to breakdancing. And to see some of that stuff like we just saw in the video, and to know that it went from that to what it is today, where everybody in the world loves hip hop to a point they want to put it in the Olympics, it's really hurtful. It's really hurtful that they would do that, and I don't know how much honor they paid to the forefathers. Like I don't know. It's just horrible, man. I was mortified when I saw some of the videos of some of the worst people. That's another thing.
Rerun in heaven, watching Olympic break dancing. Like, what the hell?
So, and this is another thing. I saw this meme posted a lot over the weekend. Them guys right there really weren't breakers. Them guys was pop lockers. Rerun
You're exactly right. However, they're combining the genres together. That's all. They're saying
they never mentioned one time that they were pop locking and breakdancing.
So popping and locking is a subsidiary of breaking.
You're exactly right.
Yeah. So
you're exactly right.
So I don't think what you just, even though you're right, you're 100% right. I don't think it needs to be said. It's just understood that that's the subsidiary of breaking.
So here's the main issue.
Well, I wish the screens were big enough for y'all to see my hands. I be showing some real serious hand movements, but y'all can't even see it because only ooh, popping, ooh. Okay, I'm sorry, Tree. I don't need it. I'm sorry. Thank you, Tree.
Okay, and we can't stay on this because we got a lot to do in a short time to get there. I got to
And
be
not a lot
done
of
at
time.
the top of the
Not a lot
hour.
of time.
Shouts
Shouts
out
out to
to
Southern
SC.
Edge.
Yeah.
Yep. Shouts out to Southern Edge, SouthernEdgeBeverageCO.com. That's the website where you could find out everything you need to know about this wonderful product that we're promoting and pushing. Really excited about new distribution that's coming along this week, and I will give you more details hopefully by Thursday. All right, Doug, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay. So here's my last point I want to make about this, and I thought about this a lot, very deeply over the
I
weekend.
don't think it's the last point. Because
this is
ninjas were underserved during the breaking competition at the Olympics.
So
I mean, they had Asians, they had Native Americans, they had Frenchmen, they had Russians, they had. Where were all the ninjas?
I didn't see one black person, man. I didn't, and they created this. I didn't see
there
one black. Go ahead.
It was one dude. I saw one dude, and I didn't see all of the breaking, but I saw one black dude.
Well, once again, I didn't see any of the men. I'm gonna keep it real. I saw an hour of the women. Okay. Now let me say this. This is what I have. This is the problem I have with culture vultures. Okay. And that's clearly what went on this past weekend. Keep in mind, okay, China is a communist country. So they control everything that the people see. Everything that they do, they control it, right? So I promise you that most of these people that performed this weekend, and they had a ton of Asian people that perform, and you always see Asian people breakdancing on TikTok or whatever, they love it. Clearly, they love it, okay?
They love it.
But my point is when breakdancing started, what did I say, 83, 84? There's no way that these kids saw any of that. So these people today, they never saw the New York City Breakers, the Bronx Rockers. They never even saw the Beach Street Breakers, who I think were fictional, okay? So at this rate, they've been doing it for 20 years. They won the Olympics. In 20 years from now, they're going to have created it. They're going to have created breakdancing.
But that's not true, Doug.
But I'm saying to you, the records will say it started in China.
I understand. I understand what you're saying.
Where I'm going with this.
I vehemently disagree, though.
Ryan, they didn't have one black person performing in the breakdancing routines at the Olympics.
I will repeat, there was a lack of melanin/ninjas at the Olympics with the breaking competition. I saw one black dude. Did not see all of it, but I saw one black male.
Listen, and I saw somebody mention in the chat room, a lot of them were very good. A lot of them were excellent. This thing is basically, breakdance is basically like gymnastics mixed with dancing. And the gymnastics part, I mean, a lot of times, a lot of what I watched in the women, they were on beat. That was big to me. I wanted to see, can these people stay on beat? They were on beat a lot of the times. I mean, a lot of them were excellent, but the problem is this is bigger than just you getting your shine in the Olympics, sir.
Will it return in 2028?
Oh, hell.
We can't stay here all day.
No.
I know we can't stay here all day. Will it return in 2028?
No, I don't think so. And I'm not sure exactly how
I think the numbers and the viewership will determine that.
Mm.
You know, there's a box on everything that we saw on TV.
That's true.
You can go to Google, you can go to YouTube, you can just put in any search engine on all of those platforms, Olympic, whatever, and it comes up immediately. Pa-da! So they're going to have ratings and numbers for participation, viewership, and everything. How long people stayed, when did people come, was it appointment viewing? Does it come back in 2028?
Yeah, we will see. We will see. Also, man, the USA men's basketball team get it done, and you're watching the Two Live Stews experience. They beat France in a very good game, 98-87.
Correct.
Steph Curry was the story of this game, man. 8 for 12 from three-point line. The first quarter and a half, Steph couldn't hit the backside of a barn, and then he went Steph Curry on their ass.
Got to keep shooting, man.
He went Steph Curry on his ass, man. I mean, I've seen that before in playoff series against, with Golden State, but to do it at this stage and what it all meant, because France was game. France was definitely game, but Steph just turned into Steph and hit flame on like Johnny Storm.
So this was the USA men's 5th straight Olympic gold medal. For Final score, as you mentioned, was 98-87. Steph Curry took over, as you already said. The French took the lead for the final time in the second quarter on an 8-0 run, but Devin Booker quieted that storm. I didn't see the game as close as everybody else is saying the game was. I didn't see it like that. I didn't think that the USA was ever in a position where they would lose this game.
Well, man, an 8-point lead in basketball ain't nothing. They were cutting down to that like in the last 3 or 4 minutes of the game. They got it under 10 a couple times.
I watched the whole game, man. I was never afraid that they would lose this game. There's ebbs and flows in basketball, and especially the way Steph started shooting slow.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to shoot himself in. He's going to shoot himself in or out of games, and I can tell he was shooting himself into it. I wasn't concerned that they would lose this game, man. I have a question for you, though.
Go ahead.
You could pick any former NBA player to shoot three-pointers for you to either double what you have in the bank or for you to lose what you have in the bank. Who's the one person you're picking to take those shots?
I'm not a hater of Steph now. I love Steph. I think he's one of the most.
I didn't ask you that. That's not what I asked.
I think that he's one of the 4 or 5 most influential players in basketball, because we talked about this before. He's 6'2", and he's phenomenal. He's like, a phenomenal basketball player, and a lot of kids that aren't going to grow to 6'8", they can emulate him. That being said, I think I'd take Reggie Miller. It just seems like, and the reason why is Reggie Miller, he's shown he's had that clutch gene before. You know what? Would he get 14 points in 8 seconds or something like that?
It was ridiculous.
And not only that, man, a lot of times Steph just looked like he be throwing it. Like half the time he looked like he was doing this. I mean, he made a couple of them the other day as well, and they go in, but I don't know. I just feel like I'd take Reggie. If I had to make a 3 in the last second, I think I'll go with Reggie Miller over Steph.
The shot where Wembanyama, the Frenchman, jumps out. You know how tall he is. He's like 7'9". Right. He jumps out to block one of Steph's shots, and Steph throws the ball 1,000 feet in the air over Wembanyama.
Right.
And it drops on nothing but net. He's very special, man. I'm taking Ray Allen to double my money.
Oh, so you're taking Ray. So you're not taking Steph either.
I'm not taking Steph either. And what we need to understand is that Stephen Curry's three-point percentage over his career is 39.7.
Uh-huh.
You mentioned Reggie Miller. Reggie Miller's is 39%. I mentioned Ray Allen. Ray Allen's is 40.1. Ray's percentage is better than Steph.
Come on, man.
Derek Fisher's percentage is better than Steph. Derek Fisher's 39.9. So everybody that's always screaming Steph, oh, he's the best player ever, that's a lie.
He's the
not
volume
the best
shooter.
player ever. He's a volume shooter, and he's the first shooter outside of all the names I just mentioned that's been given the green light to shoot it from wherever he wants, whenever he wants, and he will never get chastised. They're saying, Steph, you just shoot it, we don't care.
Right.
I've seen games, not many of them. I've seen games where he's hit maybe 2 and shot the ball 20 times.
Right.
That doesn't happen often, but I've seen that. The difference between him and everybody we named is that
he has a green light.
Back in the day, they played basketball. It wasn't about just shooting three-pointers.
And really that credit goes to Mark Jackson, because Mark Jackson gave him the green light before Steve Kerr even got there. You're right. It could have easily been a different step that we see if Mark Jackson would have been like, man, we just don't take those type of shots in the NBA.
Hey, Steph,
are you crazy? Get your ass
you
to the bench.
Stop that.
Right. Yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I'm taking Ray Allen to shoot for my money.
Jesus Shuttlesworth, huh?
And lastly,
Jesus.
Everyone's been talking about the MVP of the USA basketball team, and I'm sure we're going to talk about it in detail a little bit later. It's LeBron James. It should be LeBron James. There's no question it's LeBron James. There's no question it's LeBron James.
Yeah.
There's no comparison to the two players. And when people try to crown Steph the best in the NBA, they got to stop it.
Wait a minute. Wait, what was your point? Was it for the Olympics or was it for basketball?
For the Olympics.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
For the Olympics.
Yeah. LeBron was the clear alpha. Like everybody else followed behind him. You remember when Anthony Edwards, before the Olympics started, saying that he was going to go out there and just go off?
He said he was the best.
He was a secondary thought because LeBron has so much stature that everybody just followed him. I agree.
Did you read what Tatum said?
LeBron hater.
Did you see what Tatum said? Tatum said that he's never seen a player approach the game with so much excitement prior to a game, prior to a practice, or prior to a meeting. He's never been in a room with someone that's got so much basketball knowledge where it's evident that they understand every single thing about the game and they can explain it, they can talk you through it, and they can coach it. He was amazed at the basketball IQ of LeBron James.
The USA women beat France 67-66. Asia Wilson goes for 21 points, 13 rebounds, not even close. The best women's basketball player in the world. Yep. She's somebody I think that she could get a couple minutes in the NBA. And I know people say, nah, you crazy, man. Nah, Asia Wilson can give you about 5 or 6 minutes, give you about 2 or 3 points, couple rebounds. She could do it.
That shot will get blocked left and right all over the place, man. Stop it. I love Asia, but that shot will get blocked. That ball will get stripped, and she can't body those men down in that paint. She just can't.
Here's the biggest story about the game. Several people posted it in the Two Live Stews Facebook chat group. There's over 20 million people watched the women's game, sir. And guess what? Just guess. Take a guess. Take a guess what the interesting thing about that is.
No, I'm not. I don't want to play this game.
The interesting thing about that is there was no Caitlin Clark and people still watched.
Yep.
20+ million, as a matter of fact.
It was a gold medal game, and you can check the stats because I did. I should have printed them, but I didn't. The attendance for the women's Olympic Games was lackluster at best. The gold medal game was different. Yes, the championship game was different. Yeah, there were a lot of eyes on that game, but prior to that, there wasn't a lot of care and concern for the women's USA basketball game.
If you're new to the show, my brother feels like Caitlin Clark walks on water, women's basketball water, heavenly water or something like that.
I've never said that.
20 million people viewed the women's championship game, man, USA versus France. Can you imagine how big and how exciting the arena was? In both leagues or both groups, you had the men and the women. Yep. USA taking on France, the home country. Yep. Next Summer Olympics in 2028 in Los Angeles, California. Yep. Thumbs up, thumbs down. They're lauding it on the news, saying this was the best Olympics in a long time that people can remember.
I'm not going to argue that.
Okay.
It was very competitive. Not only was it very competitive, man. Every country, just about every country, showed a plethora of people with melanin in their skin competing in all of these games.
Mm-hmm.
It was so many black folk, German black folk, Russian black folk, Asian black folk. It was so many black folk, man. It really was.
I mean, that's pretty much how the Olympics are every time in the Summer Olympics.
Is it really though?
Yeah. What do you mean? We win all of the track and field events.
There was black folks for the Netherlands in there, man. I mean,
oh yeah. I'm getting that every once in a while.
Right. It was a lot, man, but it was very, very good. I enjoyed these Olympics more than I have in the past. It was very, very entertaining.
You're watching the Two Live Stews Experience. Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart. Go ahead.
Can I invite Tree in and say good morning? Good morning, Tree. Can you come in, Tree? Say good morning. See how you doing, Tree?
She looked like she had a great workout this morning.
I don't know about working out. I've been having some problems out on these streets.
Well, not on the streets, but on the it's the path.
The BeltLine.
The BeltLine.
I got accosted yesterday.
What do you mean
on the BeltLine?
Somebody assaulted you?
Well, he attempted to, but a lady saved me.
You mean he tried to grab you?
He waited for me. Well, he saw me coming and I saw him and I didn't have my mace. I forgot it. And he was saying some words. I believe he was high, like drugs. He didn't have on the shirt. His pants were down, and I knew that
His pants were down.
like
Okay,
hanging
wait.
down.
That took a turn for the worse just now.
Was he sagging like the kids sag, or was his pants down like he was about to get him some?
Saggy, but he was high, like on something, and he came out of the bush. There's a lot of bush right here.
He came out of the bush.
Down in the Capitol Views is down here.
I've never been on this trail thingy.
So I was like, okay, I guess I'll videotape whatever's about to happen because 911's not going to get here and there's not any cameras.
Where's the tape? Where's the tape?
Wait. So I was like, not accepting, but like, well, I don't know. Was afraid. And then all of a sudden, this lady, black lady, walked up with her dog, like from the back. And she's like, hey, girl, what's up? How you doing? Where have you been? Like talking to me. And
she
her
saw
dog,
what was going on. So she came to your aid, basically.
Her dog was going crazy. And she's like, I was waiting for you. Come on. And she said, good morning to the guy. Like she bucked him and her dog. And
Can we talk about this real quick?
Wow.
And we can't. I mean, this is probably a pop-up show situation right here. But let's talk about this real quick. First question is, how dare you be on the BeltLine without your mace? How's that happen? You can't do that.
It's hot, and I was trying to hurry up and get it done.
I understand. But I'm going to give you the hard time I give every woman that I care about. And you're one of those women. You can't be out there naked like that. You got to have protection. You got to have some kind of muscle because crazy happens when you least expect it. It doesn't have to happen early in the morning when you're walking on the BeltLine. It doesn't have to happen late at night when you're walking on the BeltLine. Crazy happens when you least expect it, and you've always got to be prepared for the crazy if you're a female.
She asked me,
okay.
She's like, do you carry? And I just looked at her, and she's like talking to me, and I came home and I ordered a bunch of stuff that I probably did. Y'all know you can get a baton that electrocutes people?
Yeah.
It was making me think of civil rights a little bit, and I don't really know, but I did order that and a bat and and I don't want a gun.
Right. Well,
and you're watching the Live Stews experience.
Thank God for Whitney.
Sorry that happened, Tree. I'm glad because I was about to defend the dude that he was just trying to, start a conversation and push up on you.
Don't
you made it sound. You made it sound he was walking around with his dang-a-lang just flailing.
No,
on the beach.
He was troublesome.
Oh my gosh.
I'm very glad that you're okay, Tree, because it's it happens fast. I want everybody to know it happens fast. Some people say I overcarry. I'm like, there's no such thing. Yeah, there's no such thing. These people are crazy in these streets. You need to be ready for them.
Hey, let me mention this before I forget. But you see the bottom, my little subheader.
Yes.
TSU, the LOP has landed.
Very happy.
Took Kara Berra to Tennessee State yesterday. Left at 7 a.m. I didn't get back in here till 11:30 last night.
Yep.
3.5 hour ride each way. She's super excited, man. Super excited.
That 3.5 is better than that 12 each way from Prairie View.
12, 14.
14. I did it with you. We did it in 12.
Yeah, because we didn't stop. Basically, we stopped a couple times for gas, but that was it.
We kept it moving, sir.
So if you're new to the show or you missed when I talked about it, my daughter is transferring from Prairie View to Tennessee State in Nashville, and she's just super excited because Prairie View was out in the wilderness by itself. The city of Prairie View is basically the college.
Nashville
like there's no
live.
businesses or nothing. Nashville is coming up.
She's gonna love Nashville.
It's like a step or two below Atlanta, but Nashville got everything she needs. There's 5 soul food restaurants within a mile from her. They didn't have any place to eat in Prairie View. They ate Chick-fil-A every day at the gas station.
Yeah,
those days are over. Happy. She's happy. All right, when we get back from the break, man, the Arlie report and the first 5 in the last 48. The first 5 in the last 48. We'll explain what the last 48 is, too, for new people when we get back.
Shouts out to the good folks Southern Edge Beverage Company, proud sponsor of the Two Live Stews and the Two Live Stews Experience. Salted caramel whiskey, sweet tea, vodka, passion berry, as well as the Southern Edge Limon tequila. Hitting the shelves soon with new distribution coming our way, man. A lot of exciting things going on in the company of Southern Edge. Y'all stay tuned for that. Up next, as Doug mentioned, the great Arlie Wood Entertainment Report with Arlie Michelle. Y'all keep it locked.
Arlie World.
And listen, the word on the street is real. Southern Edge Beverage CO.com. Everybody's talking about it, Doug.
Yeah, salted flavored caramel whiskey, sweet tea flavored vodka. Everybody and their mama. Chub Rock, Jerry Stackhouse, all the Stewies, the dogs and the poodles, and this dude too.
Dana Dane with fame. Dana Dane with fame. And look what I got. That Southern Edge. Southern Edge. Woo, baby. That's right. That caramel salted flavor, baby, is all you need in your life. This whiskey is fire. Take it from the great one. Southern Edge. Southern Edge. Southern Edge. Full circle.
You heard the man, and you know who that is. The great Dana Dane with fame, showing love to the good folks from Southern Edge Beverage Company. Now, Doug, he mentioned the salted caramel. Don't forget about the sweet tea vodka. Don't forget about the passion berry tequila. And don't forget about the SE Limon tequila, too.
Yeah. Nightmares of the night. That guy. Y'all don't know. If you under 50, you won't get that. But shouts out to the great Dana Dane with fame. Sir, everybody and their mama is talking about Southern Edge.
I'm very proud, man. You can find more information about Southern Edge at www.southernedgebeverageco.com. But like Doug said, everybody's talking about it.
Like to keep it on the edge so we max up.
What's your favorite curse word?
I can't say it. It starts with an M and it ends with Not ER.
That's my president. That's my president, shawty.
Soon to be. Good morning, Arlie.
Good morning, everybody. How are you? And happy Monday.
It's the Two Live Stews, Doug Stewart, Ron Stewart, the Two Live Stews Experience, now joined by the lovely Arlie Michelle for the Welcome to Arlie Wood Report. Arlie, how was your weekend?
First of all, I just want to say, oh my God, Tree, women deal with all kind of crazies. Girl, if you don't get yourself a gun, you better. Or that time that tax people. Why not a gun? We can't use guns.
She'll shoot herself in the foot.
I'm coming. Now,
I told my daughter the same thing.
No.
I
almost shot my child one time. He surprised me and came home, and all I heard was doors open. I was like, listen, I am not afraid to shoot you in the head, whoever you are. He was like, Mama, it's me. Ever since then, I've been so
ready.
But
be ready.
Best believe you would have missed.
Doug, don't try me.
No, I'm serious. There's been a study done. If you want to protect your home and protect yourself in your home, you need to get a shotgun.
I know that's my next thing. I'm getting one.
When you nervous, you trying to load it and take it off safety, and some intruders in the house, and they come running at you and they swerving, you're gonna miss.
I got a 9mm
with a pistol.
I'm not gonna miss.
Okay.
I used to have one with an infrared scope on it. And I just had to aim the red.
Have you ever shot a shotgun? Have you ever shot a shotgun?
I have. I'm in the country.
You need to be prepared, man. You need to be prepared, women that are watching. If you're going to get a shotgun to protect your house, that's great. But you need to go to the range or whatever the case may be, because you need to get used to that kick.
You're right.
Feel that power.
You need to feel that kick. Understand that's about to happen when you pull that trigger.
Yes. I want to. Oh, let me put my timer on because I was told this morning I have a sharp out. So let me get to busyness. But Tree, I'm glad you're safe. I just wanted to say that I had a very wild weekend. My AC is out. I'm not a happy camper.
Ooh,
I came home from my little vacation or whatever I was on, and that sucker, whoo, child. So
why you ain't call me and tell me to call Orozco? Clark could have been over there to make that thing work for you.
I don't like to bother people.
Okay.
Everybody got a lot going on. Okay. But anyway, I'm in here sweating in. So what's up? What's up to all the Stewies? It's your girl, Arlie Michelle, with the Arlie Wood Report on a tight schedule this morning because Doug got to go make the donuts. So I'm going to put this timer on 10 minutes and I'm going to hit start and I'm going to talk real fast. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Sing it, Ryan. Where's Doug?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy
That's enough. It's just once. It's just once. It's just once.
Okay, so we have singer Kid Creole, 74. Of Kid Creole and the Coconuts. Rapper Sir Mix-a-Lot, 60 years old. Actress Yvette Nicole Brown, 52. Actor LaKeith Stanfield. He is only 33, y'all.
He's a young dude.
Keith Stanfield. Oh, I know that guy.
LaKeith.
Right. Give me a role he's played in.
He plays in Atlanta. He played the movie where Messiah, the Black Messiah.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
And actor Imani Hakeem from Everybody Hates Chris, 31. She was a little sister. But let me tell y'all first how I was about to be a whole. Bet you didn't know that Brian and Doug.
Sing it.
Let me tell y'all. This is how rumors get started. My hair doing something. Okay, this is how rumors get started, and this is how lies just continue. So when you look up Kid Creole and they say he's 74, they say Kid Creole was arrested in 2022 for homicide, for manslaughter, got 16 years. And I was like, the 74-year-old man, wait a minute. So you start looking up what he did, all this stuff. There is a Kid Creole, K-I-D, and there's a Kid Creole, K-I-D-D. Kid Creole with the D-D, with the D-D.
Locked up.
Is the one who got locked up. And he used to be, his real name, Nathaniel Glover, was a member of the pioneering old school hip-hop group Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five. Everybody know them.
Kid Creole.
Right. Him and his brother, Melly Mel. Well, he's the one who shot and killed somebody. But I was about to tell y'all Kid Creole or the Coconuts because I was making them the same person, which the internet is also making them the same person. So
who is the Coconuts? First of all, who the hell is the Coconuts?
It's a group called Kid Creole and the Coconuts, and they sing, like more what is it?
Caribbean music?
Yeah, that kind of thing. Okay. They sing like jazz, that kind of, they have a different music. They're not the rap Kid Creole.
Okay, right.
And so Kid Creole he said, I've been in he had to clear it all up back in 2017 when it first came out. And all of his fans thought that he was the one that had murdered this homeless man in New York. And he was like, hold up, I've been in the studio singing. I don't even know what's going on. So it was a whole mess. I just want to tell y'all, I was about to tell y'all that y'all didn't know something that y'all really didn't know.
So the Kid Creole you're talking about that murdered somebody, he murdered this person because the dude was pushing up on him. If you know Kid Creole, look him up. He's got a little sugar in his tank too. I mean, allegedly. Okay. And so somebody, it's a long story, but he killed the person because he thought the guy was trying to proposition him, and he killed the guy.
Yeah. The man also had a rap sheet of having been in prison and stuff for rape and stuff like that. So the man, it looked like it still wasn't legit that he killed him, but the man also had a rap sheet. It's a mess. Okay. I feel sad. But anyway, we're moving on.
For a guy that knows nothing about this story,
move on.
Did he do time for the murder? Or
16 years. He's in there. He just got sentenced in 2022.
Wow.
Yeah, but he's Kid Creole Grandmaster Flash, and so I'm sad. But his birthday not till the 19th of February, so it's two different kids. I'm just telling y'all how I really wanted to say this. How rumors get started. I had a whole thing going, and I was like, "Oh, these aren't the same people." Okay, but first up, I want us to talk about Jordan Chiles and this whole. Oh my goodness, they gave the baby the bronze. Then they take the baby bronze, and we just got to figure out what's going on. I will say this. And y'all come back in. Okay, I need y'all's. So there is a battle right now. The USA Gymnastics is defending that girl's honor, and I'm very happy. And so what really happened was she got a 13.666. They said, hold up. Y'all didn't include her difficulty level. Let me take this out. Y'all didn't include her difficulty level. They're like, you know what? We didn't. Now she had 13.766, which aired out the Romanian young lady and pushed because she only had a 13.7. You know, these things are decided within like milliseconds. And so Romania comes back. They're like, oh, hell no. Excuse me. Can I say that? Okay. Anyway, oh, hell no. Y'all didn't come. So there's like, you have 1 minute to determine if you're going
to dispute it.
They disputed it within 47 seconds. They say the USA now says we got receipts. We got the video. It shows we went up there and did it in 47 seconds. So now it's going, I guess, to the next level of tribunal. What do y'all think is going to happen?
They're going to let that baby keep her medal, and they're going to have to make another medal and give it to somebody else. But they can't take that medal back from her. They should not take that medal back from her.
They already took it.
Well, they shouldn't have.
They're going to give it back to her. They're going to probably give it back to her, yes.
And they should.
Yeah. Yeah, because they got it documented that they submitted it in time. They got like a screenshot or something whenever they did submit it. So, yeah, she's going to get it back.
But they she said she had to get off social media because people were coming after her. And I was like, why would people be mad at her? She didn't make the decision. People are crazy.
So as far as gold medals, us and China tied. But as far as overall medals, we dominated. We won way more than anybody even coming second.
And that happens a lot for us. We get in our mediocre bag and we be okay with it. USA, but that's just me. I can't twirl or twerk or none of the stuff they're gonna put in the Olympics at some point. That's what's been discussed in the thing.
I can see twerking. Yeah, I can see twerking.
They better not put twerking in there. I will have a whole conniption.
Yeah, and there's gonna be a bunch of us doing that.
Doug mentioned that the United States and China tied at 40 overall. The United States has 126 medals and China only has 91. So we are at the top of the medal list when it comes to gold, silvers, bronze, and overall.
And I bet them people at China, when they don't win, I bet they get beat. They serious over there about it. Ooh, they serious. So they gotta win, or they can't eat.
Absolutely.
Sad. Okay, so we're praying for Jordan Chiles. And I got 3 minutes and 35 seconds. Okay, so next up, our boy Tyrese back in the news, people. So let me tell y'all, there's a video of him on Instagram that is showing him in this beard looking very Marvin Gaye. So I'm like, maybe he's doing a movie for Marvin Gaye. Maybe this was all just like a movie thing. No. He's singing the Star Spangled Banner, which we all know Tyrese can sing. He's preparing. There's another that's not the first video. I didn't send anyway, he's singing, and in the middle of the song he says, if you love your country, make some noise right now. And so everybody starts cheering. He's in the middle of like the Star Spangled Banner, and he sings, and the home of the brave. Everybody's clapping. I'm like, what is going on? Well, a lot of this is part of, you have to dig deeper. He's coming out with a new movie, limited release, theatrical release, August the 30th, called 1992. It was originally called April 29th, 1992, which was the day of the Rodney King verdict, and how Los Angeles just in the country, we lost our SHI, sugar honey iced tea. And I just want y'all pray for your boy, because I'm not sure if this is, Tyrese stays in the news for some different things. The movie that's coming out, it's Death Row Pictures. So they're not just music anymore. They got pictures. And it's executive produced by guess who?
Suge Knight.
No.
Snoop owns Death Row now. You know that? You didn't know that?
I did not know that.
Yeah, Snoop owns Death Row now. Some kind of way he obtained it from Suge Knight. Suge ain't never getting out of jail. So I guess he just signed it over to him and maybe give me a couple extra dollars on my books or something. I don't know.
I don't know what happened, but I know they're coming out with this movie, and it's interesting. It's Ray Liotta, who I did not know until this morning was deceased. So I'm sad. I was like, oh, because the writing in it says, he's going to. They finished his scenes before his death, and I was like, my phone trying to tell me I'm trying to kill her. I didn't know he was dead, so I had to mourn him this morning.
So you know who Ray Liotta is, right, man?
I do.
Okay,
he was so good in
the main character in Goodfellas.
Yes, that's your favorite movie, isn't it, Doug?
Favorite movie of all time.
That movie is really good.
I'm actually looking right at a Goodfellas movie poster right now.
Yes, it was good. So that movie is coming out, and I think his whole thing was a part of that. Do y'all think Tyrese is losing it?
Tyrese is very dramaful. We've talked about him before.
He lost it years ago. He hadn't found it since.
Now let me tell you something. Great singer. Yep. Very good actor.
Yep.
Very talented dude. He's very, very talented. But he's a drama. He's definitely a drama queen. Yeah.
Well, y'all check out, and I think he did it personally because it would make us go, what? And then, of course, as I did, go look up his hashtags underneath, which was at 1992, the movie, and Lionsgate. So I was like, maybe this is a movie play. So I think that's what his whole look was for. And the whole, I don't know what if you love your country, make some noise right now in the middle of the Star Spangled Banner. I just don't think that belongs.
That's not a good look. That's not a good look.
Football.
But that's Tyrese. Tyrese does his own thing.
And football is back. He was singing this for the Rams Cowboys game, and he was the anthem singer. So yeah.
Yep.
Shout out to Tyrese. Y'all check out the movie. It's your girl, Arlie Michelle. And look out for the know-it-all. For anybody who wants to be a know-it-all, and that's my time. Check out Nadi and I on Wednesdays. We have the know-it-alls with Nadi and Arlie. Same here at Stewart Media and Entertainment. So come see us.
Okay.
Peace.
So Wednesday, what time?
Well, right now we're looking at 5 p.m. We might be like the Stews, you know how we moved around a little bit, so we're seeing what works. Want to drive time 5.
You got to figure out what's best. Yeah, just move it around until you feel at home with it, and then when you feel at home, make it stick.
Yes, move it around until you feel it.
That's right.
Damn.
Outstanding job, Arlie. We appreciate it.
Have a great one, guys.
Thank you, Arlie.
Well done.
Some innuendo or something there.
Yes, it was very exciting. Me a pitch to tent.
All right, so the last 48 are the top memes in the Two Live Stews Facebook group in the last 48 hours, okay? Because we kind of do it every 2 or 3 days. And the Two Live Stews Facebook chat group have over 40,000 people in it.
Real quick, 2 people pulled me to the side this weekend while I was traveling. We went to Auburn for Woogie's soccer tournament this weekend.
Happy birthday to Woogie, too.
9 years
Happy
old, man. That's
birthday.
crazy. That's crazy. 2 people pulled me to the side and say, hey, man, we love the first and the last and all that 48 stuff you're doing. I hope that doesn't disappear like the top 5s did. I said, hey, man, the top 5s disappearing ain't got nothing to do with me. And everyone that I told that to, they understood. Everybody puts that on you. They love this segment, and they don't need it every day, but they would like for top 5s to make an appearance again. And the people are disappointed that you took that away from them.
All right, so the first slide in the last 48.
Man, who you like for the 200? The 200 goes down today. I think it's, man, who you like for the 200? The 200 goes down today. I think it's, okay, I like that, Tree. Man, who you like for the 200? The 200 goes down today. I love it, Tree. That's great. Man, who you like for the 200? The 200 goes down today. I think it's around 2:30, 3 o'clock that they run the 200 finals today.
I mean, that's not even a question. Noah Lyles going to win. That's his best race.
That's his best race.
The 100 he just started doing basically because he thought he could. But well, he's a 200-meter runner. That's his gig.
A few moments later.
That's what he does. He picks up speed the more he continues to run.
Yeah.
And he prayerfully he'll set a world record today.
It's the louder.
Look, man.
Okay. So the higher the I'm just waiting for it. I hope it doesn't jump again.
Okay.
So that was a meme of Noah Lyles. The question from that meme in the Two Live Stews Facebook chat group is, we all know what happened now. We're a couple of days after.
Allegedly.
There's no allegedly that USA officials announced that he had COVID.
And now, the USA don't lie. The USA don't lie.
No, I don't think. No, I shouldn't have said that. The Olympic Committee or whoever's running the Olympics put out a statement, said that he had COVID. Right. The question is does he have COVID? Is it a lie? Because at the beginning, before the race started, he didn't look like he had COVID to me.
He looked like he had no COVID to me. Yeah, he didn't.
Now, can he get himself up because all he knows that all he has to do is perform for what, 9 seconds?
18, 19 seconds.
Right.
The 200.
19 seconds, the 200, right. So is it him just getting himself up for that little second, getting himself hyped, and then afterwards he was going to be just exasperated because of what he did? That's possible too.
Listen, man.
Or
this
are
guy,
you one of the people saying that the guy is that was too much?
His behavior has always been a tad bit too much, but when you're winning, it's okay. It's okay. Right. It's acceptable. Right. It's accepted when you're winning. Mm-hmm. When you're getting goals, when you're first across the tape, when you're dusting people, it's acceptable. It's fine. However, when you come out before the 200, knowing you're gonna win the 200 because that's your best race, and you act like he acted, and you get rolled off on a wheelchair, come on, man. At a minimum,
it was very suspect. I'll say that. But I'm not going to say that he's lying or somebody's lying about him having COVID. I'm just not going to say that. We don't know. I think they said he got it and he didn't win. That's his best race. that tends to make me believe that he does have COVID. And he did try to, give 100% for a couple of seconds, even though he was sick.
Hey, man, had he not given that 100% prior to the race for 5 minutes,
right,
he may have had more energy and intestinal fortitude
That's very true.
to get across the line.
That's very
period.
true.
And
That's
I
very
said
true.
the same thing when he won the 100. Man, he sure exerted a lot of energy prior to the race. Doesn't he need that energy?
Yeah. All right, so this meme right here, this is Michael Jordan's son, Marcus. And I believe he was at the Olympics in France or whatever the case may be. And they caught this man, with the sugar boogers, man.
And a plate full of watermelon.
They call it booger sugar on this.
They sure catch us. They take pictures of us in very compromising positions all the time, man.
The paparazzi over in Europe,
it's serious.
we always get those types of just pictures from, just from like nowhere.
Yeah, man. And listen, man.
Like the paparazzi here never catches somebody doing powder, man, doing cocaine, sir.
He's a real drug user, man. To be out in an open area in space like that, just shoving that sugar booger in his nose like that. I mean, that's not someone that is just in a moment or someone that's experimenting with said drug. That's someone that does that on the regular.
Yeah, that's Michael Jordan's son, Marcus Jordan,
gosh,
if you didn't catch it in the beginning. All right, next one, Tree. Problem with our food system. This was a big conversation in the Two Live Stews Facebook chat group. Fries aren't $1 really anymore. This meme must be old. So let's just say fries are $2.50. And then that little carton or little cup of fruit was $5, $6 or whatever. You ever go to Publix and get the little fruit thingy from Publix?
Never.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, the exact little thing that's showing in the illustration is what Publix sells. Put it up there one more time, Tree.
I buy my fruit and cut it up.
But this is
They
the
make the
problem
same little
with
cup
our
for a
food
whole
system right now.
$6. Yeah.
A lot of people think it's a conspiracy that, the bad food is so cheap because it all leads back to the health system and us having to buy medicine and get medicine and have these surgeries and all these things to make us well. When, the good food, the things that are going to keep us healthy, they're outpriced for a lot of people.
Real quick, man.
And you're watching the Two Live Stews Experience.
I understand your thoughts and I agree. However, there's another side to the debate that some people are talking about. We're people of convenience, sir. It's very convenient to just pull into a drive-thru and get a meal and keep it pushing. It's very convenient. I got 3 kids. They're always hungry and they're all booked solid. It's just not easy to stop and go inside of a Publix to get a fruit cup or to prepare fruit to bring on the road, but it's easy to stop at McDonald's, Zaxby's, Burger King, Chick-fil-A, and grab a $10 meal and keep it moving. So that's the other side of it.
Okay, all right. So it sounds like you
No, I agree.
Sounds like you guilty.
I agree.
Uh-huh.
I 100% agree.
But the other side of the story is it's easy.
It's a position of convenience.
Right.
And time. There's not enough time in the day for people to cook a meal like our mom did every night. There's just not enough time in the day.
Well, I mean, our mom worked a full job for 30-something years, or maybe 40 years. So
yep, I agree.
It didn't stop her.
Nope, it didn't. Old school versus
what's
new
different
school,
now?
man.
What's different now then?
Old school versus new school.
All right, next meme. This is the top 10 offensive players in college football since 2000. At number 10 was Marcus Mary. I can't remember his
the kid from Oklahoma State.
No. At number 10 was the quarterback from Oregon that played for the Falcons for a minute last year. I can't even remember his name. Marcus Mariota. That's who came in at number 10. Cam Newton, number 1. Tim Tebow, number 2. Reggie Bush, number 3. Joe Burrow, Baker Mayfield, Vince Young, Lamar Jackson, Deshaun Watson, Justin Blackmon. And this publication is FanDuel. You see the little logo at the top. I don't have a problem with this list. Now, we're talking from 2000. Remember that. Somebody instantly posted, what about Michael Vick? Michael Vick's last game or only game in 2000 was the bowl game against Florida State. Michael Vick played his last full season was 99.
Okay.
He didn't play. He didn't have a full season in 2000. I don't have a problem with that list. In the order, maybe I would switch and go back to it one more time, Tree. Maybe I would switch Lamar Jackson and Vince Young. Maybe I would put Lamar slightly ahead of Vince. I don't know, but I mean, it's a good damn list to me.
It's a good list. I wouldn't mind the order switching up a little bit. Maybe switch Cam and Tebow. I'm not saying, I know you don't like Tebow, but I'm just saying, statistically, Tebow's numbers are, I'm just saying, I'm not trying to fuss. I'm not trying to be difficult. I'm not trying to bait you into an argument. I'm just saying that a lot of people.
I see a theme here, man.
Well, no, man. The numbers should tell a story. That's all. And it's the same with Caitlin Clark for me.
But
I know where you're going.
I'm seeing a theme here, man.
I know.
And
where
it's
you're
very
going.
obvious.
Right. The theme
I don't know why.
The theme is numbers have to be the difference maker when you're doing things like that. That's all. That's all. That's it, man. Cam is a phenomenal player. If I could choose a pro to be my quarterback, I'm taking Cam over Tebow. But in the world of college football, their bodies of work, one of their bodies of work is better. That's all. And the numbers support that. That's all. That's all I'm saying. But I thought the list was great. Great list. Thank you, Tree. Appreciate that. Thank you, Tree. I needed that one.
I thought this is great. In 1972, IDEO came out with the Evel Knievel stunt motorcycle. We had one of these, sir.
Yes,
this was the most indestructible or undestructible toy in the history of the world. And these new generation kids, these millennial kids, they probably never even heard the phrase or the name Evel Knievel before.
Knievel.
But when we were growing up, this guy was pretty big shit.
He was a beast.
He was
a beast.
The guy used to jump over canyons on a motorcycle.
Have you ever played Rivermont Golf Club?
Sounds familiar.
Okay. Rivermont is out in Johns Creek.
Okay.
I
think I have played it, yeah.
And Evel Knievel did one of his jumps out there many moons ago. Yeah. A buddy of mine lives out there. And every time I play the course with him, he tells me the same story about Evel Knievel when we get to that hole where he jumped over a whole bunch of stuff.
So, yes, for people that don't know, Young is out there. This man made a living jumping over stuff on a motorcycle. Old school motorcycle. He made a living jumping over stuff on a motorcycle. And one of his last things, I think he died after this. I don't think he died. Was he tried to jump over the Grand Canyon or Snake River or something like that, and he fell. He came 20 feet from where he jumped from and went straight to the river, and the snakes ate him up.
He got nowhere near where he was trying to go.
Nowhere. He had on a parachute. It was physically impossible for him to jump over Snake River, but he had on a parachute.
He knew
the motorcycle. Look it up on YouTube and see if I'm lying. The next meme tree, and you're watching the Two Us Two's Experience, the last 48. The last 48. He died in 2007 at the age of 69 due to diabetes. Damn. Jumping over Snake Rivers won't kill you, but that sugar will.
That sugar will get you. Thank you, Dre. Appreciate that.
Jayson Tatum didn't get any run in the championship game, man. I think he was a DNP. A DNP did not play in 3 of these games.
Yep.
In the Olympics. What are your thoughts? What's going on behind the scenes? This guy was the MVP of the finals. I mean, what?
LeBron, KD, those guys are better. That's all. I'm not slighting Jayson Tatum at all. We saw what he could do. We know who he is. He's the future of the league, or one of the futures, but the current future, KD, Curry, and LeBron, he doesn't deserve to bump those guys.
Simple as that.
The Pacers, Halliburton, another current great in the NBA.
I don't think he ever touched the floor.
He rarely touched the floor.
He touched the floor. He did.
He touched the floor, but he rarely touched the floor. He made a post on the plane returning home saying he was holding his gold medal, and he said, when you're a part of a team and you get an A on the project and you did nothing. That's the truth. They all get gold medals. They all deserve gold medals. But the cream rises to the top in situations like that. So Halliburton and Tatum wasn't supposed to bump Curry, KD, and or LeBron James. It just doesn't work like that.
Next meme, Tree. 36 years ago, NWA released their debut album, Straight Outta Compton. I posted this, actually. This was a game changer, sir, in probably the most negative way possible. Gangster rap really came from, they weren't the originators of gangster rap, quote unquote gangster rap, but it seems like that they were the one to push it to where now that's all that's really played and getting a lot of love and getting respected or whatever than just conscious rap, if you want to call it that. Right. And I will make the argument that probably thousands of black youth have died as a result of kids listening to their music.
I would agree.
I mean, thousands. You
Partially.
know, the gang culture, the Crips and the Bloods out in Cali, they from Cali. And I mean, this thing has influenced a lot of young, influential kids. Kids.
We're reading and hearing about a lot of minors getting their hands on firearms and shooting their parents.
Mm-hmm.
And some people will attribute that to said music that kids are listening to because they're just, and I tell my kids all the time, you know, the stuff y'all listening to, you know, that stuff ain't real, right? Mm-hmm. You know, that's their reality and not yours.
Right.
So don't listen to these songs and find yourselves doing or trying to emulate some of the things that's being said in these songs. You know, let them do them. Y'all got to do you.
Yeah. New rule. If I order my food standing up, I'm not tipping. We can get into a long discussion about every restaurant you go into now. They have this little machine that they stick in your face, and then they look at you with some sad eyes.
I don't give a damn how you're looking at me. I don't care what your eyes look like.
And it's all to influence you to basically shame you into tipping them more because they're standing right in front of you. I hate that.
Yeah, y'all gonna judge me. I know y'all gonna judge me. But if I don't sit down in your restaurant, if I don't take my food to one of your tables and sit down, I'm not tipping you. If I'm picking up my food and taking it with me when I get it, if I'm paying you to get food and I'm leaving, I'm not tipping you.
That's at the counter. I kind of moved over to talking about them coming to your table and and sticking that machine in your face. But you're 100% right too. If you're not being a waiter where you're coming from somewhere and you're not doing it fast, why do you even expect a tip?
If you're not serving me or cleaning up after me, why am I tipping you? I paid for the food.
I hate it.
I paid for the food.
All right, we got a couple more. Is this the last one?
God.
This is the last one.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Me and the wife talked about
I posted this too. Vinny Barbarino
voice.
voice. If you don't remember Vinny Barbarino, he was on Welcome Back, Kotter. I'm so confused.
This hurts my heart, man.
That was the quote from the great John Travolta, aka Vinny Barbarino, and Welcome Back, Kotter.
She's always been a little. She's always been a little strong looking, but with that strong look, she had some beauty. She was still pretty.
Serena was considered by most people as fine about 20 years ago.
Man, she looks like
she had herself done up.
She got stuff. She got fillers in her lips and stuff now. She got fillers in her face. She's clearly trying to lighten her skin.
Put it back up one more time.
Mess right now.
Put it back up one more time, Tree.
Serena, why? Serena, why? Serena, why?
Damn. The one at the top right is just.
Oh my gosh. Oh my.
Lord have mercy. Lord, Father, bless her. Bless her, Father. Please, Lord, please. Father, bless her.
Amen.
Amen. I gotta go, man.
Real quick,
I hate I ended the show like that.
Yeah,
I gotta go.
Me too. That's how your day's
going. Are you gonna hang around and read some of these chat messages, man?
Yes, I am, but I want to read one before you go. Shouts out to homeboy Scotty Broughton Sr., all them Broughton brothers of the bomb. We appreciate all y'all for paying attention. Tim Tebow always seems to make his way in this list. I'm not putting Lamar over Vince, and damn sure not putting Tebow over Cam. I'm appalled. Put Cam back on those Florida teams. Dan Mullen said Cam's had the best tool and most talented. He also said Urban lost it. Real quick, I think if Cam would have stayed where he was, that maybe he would supersede what I think Tebow did, but I could be wrong.
Hey man, Cam Newton had the greatest 1 year in football history.
Hey man, I'm not.
Man, they went undefeated, won a national championship. He won the Heisman Trophy. He carried them on his back, and he could really throw the football, unlike Tebow. Right. It's really blasphemous for you to say something like that, but I see what's going on. I see what's going on with you.
He could really throw the football, unlike Tebow, but Tebow threw for more yards than him in college. I don't understand how that works. But I think Doug just froze up. Up next in the doghouse with the two live stews, in Doug's absence, the Dread and I, Arlie and I, and Tree and I will finish things up together. We're going to read some chat, hit one or two more stories that wasn't covered, and then we will let you good people go on about your day, your beautiful Monday. Shouts out to the good folks from Southern Edge Beverage Company. We're powered and fueled by Southern Edge Beverage Company. Check them out on the web at southernedgebeverageco.com. Up next, your chat and a few things before we close out today's show. It's the Two Live Stews and the Two Live Stews Experience. Y'all keep it locked.
Damn, though.
It's your boy Chub Rap. There's a new sheriff in town. Southern Edge Beverage Company. And let me tell you, you better taste the edge. Watch this. Taste the edge. Sweet tea vodka, salted caramel whiskey will rock you. The taste is smooth and refreshing. Gluten-free, no harsh burn for the blessing. Make it neat. Have it on ice. Buy both bottles. Have it twice. Mix with your favorite fruit juice. Nice. Mix a liqueur combo. Hype. We're black owned. Yeah. Finest in Atlanta telephone. College Park. Check this bone. Sweet tea, vodka, fix your fam. Southern Edge Beverages, Instagram. Salted caramel whiskey on the edge. New sheriff in town, baby. Taste the edge. Southern Edge can be found in the following locations in the metro Atlanta area. Total Wine and More in Alpharetta. Camp Creek World of Beverages. Prohibition Liquor. Firewater Package. Crest Wine and Spirits. And Bim's Package Store. It's time to taste the edge. Southern Edge, baby.
Southern Edge, baby. It's your boy, One Live Stew, Ryan Stewart, one half of the Two Live Stews, and this is the Two Live Stews Experience on a beautiful Monday morning. Thank you guys for pulling up. We really appreciate y'all joining us on Mondays and Thursdays. We really appreciate y'all joining us whenever we do the pop-ups. Shouts out to Southern Edge and the Southern Edge Beverage Company. New distribution coming to Georgia. We're being sold right now in Georgia, Florida, and South Carolina. Seeking more distribution around the country so everyone can get the goodness that's in these bottles. And we're looking forward to keeping you in the loop with all of the things that we are doing as we move the brand forward into the new day. Listen, y'all, don't shoot the messenger. With me, when I talk sports, and I'm going to bring a few other people on here in a second, Arlie and Dredd. When I talk sports, I try to take the lens off where it's black and white. I mean, it's sports. In my eyes, sports is the common denominator. You can go to any stadium during the fall, winter, spring, summer, where there's sports being played, and the people in the stands, whether they're Methodist, Baptist, Catholic, black, white, Republican, Democrat, no matter what they are, they're usually on one team or the other in said venue. Okay? So in my eyes, sports is the area where the things that typically put us in groups or put us behind walls or keep us away from each other, those things, they don't come into play in sports in my eyes. I know they do in other people's eyes, but not in mine. I say all that to say this. The Caitlin Clark debate that I tend to bring to the table is all because of her numbers and what she did at the collegiate level. That's it. I don't look at her color. I don't look at her size. I don't look at where she played ball at, where she grew up at. I don't look at her parents' situation. I only look at Caitlin Clark's numbers when we talk about different things around her. Just now, Doug mentioned that top 10 list, top 10 collegiate players since 2000. And we were debating Tim Tebow's position on that list. I think he was at 2. And we were debating Cam Newton's position on that list. I think he was at 1. Hear what I say. Cam Newton is phenomenal. Cam Newton was a much better pro. Cam Newton is doing some incredible things in the world of youth sports, which is something that I am a fan of. I am a mentor, and youth sports is where I typically exercise my platform to assist the youth, especially young black males. So I love all that Cam Newton is doing. He had 2 stops in college, Auburn and Florida, where he threw for roughly 3,000 yards. Naughty Dread, please check the stats to make sure I'm right. Where he threw for right shy of 3,000 yards in both of those stops, okay? So I take his 3,000 and put it in one hand, and I take Tim Tebow's 9,285 yards, and I put it in another hand. I mean, I could be wrong. I could be foolish. I could be a hater. I'm not being a racist. I'm not being a racist. I'm not doing that. I don't see black and white. Tim Tebow threw for right shy of 10,000. Cam threw for right shy of 3,000. And for me to say, based upon Scotty Broughton's chat, appreciate you, Scotty, and Doug's thoughts, if y'all think I'm crazy or I'm bananas, men lie, women lie, numbers don't. 2,908 in this hand, 9,285 in this hand. We didn't get into the wins. We didn't get into interceptions. We didn't get into running yards because they both were runners. I'm just talking about passing because my brother always wants to harp on passing statistics. I'm going to say it one more time before I bring the people in. 2,900 in this hand, 9,200 in this hand. I'm going to go with the 9,200 as the better player. That's all. That's just me. Tree, if you'll bring the great Naughty Dread in, I would really appreciate it. Morning, Dread. How you doing, sir?
What's happening, player?
Do you get offended when we don't bring you in to say good morning?
No, I don't get offended at all.
Okay. Naughty, is there really anything that will offend you from someone that you don't know? I mean, because you be getting a lot of heat in the chat room. You be getting a lot of heat via email.
It's not personal.
In these streets, when I see people, they're like, yo, who's the communist y'all got on the show?
Yeah, but when people meet me in person, they have a totally different idea of who I am.
I'm a fan.
And what I stand for.
I'm a fan. Tree, could you bring in the lovely Ollie Michelle, please? This would be great. Thank you, Ollie. Hey, good morning, Ollie. Ollie, I saw you had thoughts. You're muted. Unmute. I saw you had thoughts with the prior comments that we were making. What were you trying to say, Ollie?
About Tim Tebow?
Yes, I thought you were going to say something about Tebow.
Oh no, I always wonder. And this is I know football, but I'm wondering, is there a way that, like, does anything go into account for like how they were protected in the line? How was he able to throw for so many yards? Is it good, or is it? Because I know Cam Newton. I remember his runs in college where he had to jump around and do some things. But just curious if there's something else that is a factor in how Tim Tebow got 9,200 and Cam got close to 3,000.
Naughty Dread, go ahead, sir.
No, they both had amazing talent. They both played in the SEC. Now, I would say Cam had
and they both played the same teams for that matter.
I mean,
right.
Cam Newton was behind Tebow, so there's that. Cam Newton had one of the greatest seasons ever. I mean, he did throw for damn near 3,000 yards, but that same year he almost rushed for 1,500 yards. Tim Tebow never rushed for more than 910 yards in any single season. With that being said, Tim Tebow is him and Charlie Ward are probably the best two college football players I ever seen.
So now I didn't see you. How come you didn't back me up when Doug was on it? How come you didn't say, "Hey man"?
Y'all didn't bring me in. You just said y'all don't bring me in.
You didn't ring the bell. We got a bell for that.
Correct.
You didn't ring the bell. I mean, you had an opinion, and the bell is for our opinions, Naughty. Come on in here, Tree.
Correct.
Come on in here, Tree.
I should have straightened Doug out. You're right.
It's a family affair. Come on in here, Tree. We're gonna finish this thing together, all of us. So, Tree.
Yes, sir.
What's the purpose of your bell? The doorbell, Tree. What's the purpose of that?
So I'm always over here flailing and trying to get your attention. And so I came up with this idea. Let's put a doorbell. And so if you want to say something, and then Ryan will make sure that you get in when you hear the sound of the doorbell. Let's make it louder.
Right.
Yeah, it is louder because I rang it the other day and I couldn't hear.
Well, you have to turn it up because if I leave all we'll have a little session on that. Yeah. So Naughty, ring my bell.
You can ring my bell. Okay. Now, Naughty, to the running stats. To the running stats, real quick. You mentioned Cam Newton's running yardage.
Right.
Okay. You're not trying to insinuate because of Cam's numbers running that Tebow didn't run, right? Because when you throw the ball for almost 10,000 yards, you're not taking a lot of time to run. Even though 900 yards is still an ish load of yards for a quarterback to run the ball in the SEC.
That's correct. But Cam Newton had over 4,300 all-purpose yards in that 1 year. I mean, that 1 year was one of the most spectacular. I mean, what he did with that Auburn team is nothing less than spectacular. It's just that Tebow kind of did it for multiple years on a high level.
So I mean, is that Tebow's fault?
That's not Tebow's fault. That's why I have Tebow over Cam Newton as a college football player.
Okay.
I take the 2 seasons over the 1.
Okay. All right. You about to say something, Ollie, before I get into these chat?
No, get into the chat.
Okay. That ninja. The lack of representation of black people during breakdancing is unacceptable. If they had a school shooting contest and there were no white people, it would be wrong. God. Oh my gosh. Those thoughts were from him. But I tend to agree. Let's see here. Loose Next Eye. I had to rewatch B Street just to heal my soul after watching the Olympic. SHAT.
Sugar honey iced tea.
Come on in, Tree. It's got to be you.
Hey, so listen. This is a production thing. So, sorry. See, Arlie, that's why the bell is turned down because you got to work the board also. Like,
gotcha.
When you put these up here at the bottom, on the lower thirds, it kind of messes up when I'm doing the edits. So, is there a way you can read them
without doing that?
Yes, please, because I'm going to keep taking it down, and then we're having a battle.
Right. Okay, no problem, Tree. You're welcome, Tree. No problem, Tree. Let's see. Loose Next Eye. Nope. Jungle Brother. They did to breakdancing what they did to rock and roll.
Just take out and appropriate it.
Ollie, what's your thoughts on the breakdancing?
I had a gig in Greensboro, North Carolina. Shout out to Greensboro. And it was great at the Greensboro Country Club this weekend. And so while we're in the green room, we're all just talking. We talk about politics, the band and all that stuff. We could not stop laughing. It's in our group band chat about the Australian girl and the breakdancing. All we kept saying,
Ray Gun. Yeah.
I'm going to the Olympics. If that's if I got to do this, she did the sprinkler. She put the sprinkler in the routine. Ain't never in the history of watching Crush Groovin'.
Trees in the back room doing like this.
Yes,
What was the chipmunk dance she was doing? What was that?
And did you see the freezes that she did on the floor? It was like the baby. It was
I
like
was so upset. I
I
could have
couldn't
fulfilled my Olympic dreams and
Thank
didn't
you.
even know it.
That's all I kept saying. One of the girls and the vocalist. That's all we were like. You can be an Olympian too, because she's not a dancer like that, y'all. I can't freeze on my head. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I can go practice that for the next 4 years. If that's the only thing, and I'm going to the Olympics. Yeah. I do not understand. There was some Australians at the show, which was so funny, and they were just like, "Oh yeah," we're like, "Yeah, y'all got gold," and we did. They were so excited. I was like, "Y'all, please." They didn't even.
I thought they did the culture a disservice by the lack of melanin that was in there.
Not even
I just talked about how all these countries that were participating in the Olympics had so much melanin, and how do you get to an event or a category like that and you have a lack of melanin?
Y'all realize she has a PhD in break dancing from in Australia. So what happens is these countries come up with
there's no way
whatever, and she's a professor.
There's no way. So you teaching this to people now. So it's gonna be like generations of folks are gonna learn that.
Which is what Doug said.
A bunch of doo-doo dancers in these streets.
Some of the best coaches are not the best players.
Till Dog 12 says,
so you think you think it was good, Nadi?
How can you?
No, I don't. But some of those Asian guys were amazing.
You're correct.
Now, I don't take anything from us not having melanin in it. I take offense at, like, how did you decide who's? It's like, how can you judge me and you don't know what you're doing?
Did we have an Olympic trials?
And from a production standpoint, the set was horrible. There was no if you're gonna be authentic, shouldn't there be cardboard down there? There were no people of color that were judging it. Again, like you said, Arlie, you ain't gotta be black, but come on now.
I mean, and this is what I have issue with anything. If you do not go to the source.
Yeah, go ahead.
If you do not go to the original source of something, it's like when people do those biographic movies and stuff, we tend to watch them more like, oh, that could happen. If you had them on set asking them like, how was Malcolm X when he did such and such? How was, Muhammad Ali when he did such and such? If you just go tell me your thoughts, girl, I heard so-and-so, and then we're going to make a movie about it. Yeah, so that's what they did. They heard about it. Hey, let's include it in the Olympics. Let's not go to New York. Let's not go to where it originated. And
there's no question that that's not us.
No question.
When you're talking about breaking.
Maybe
that's why they took the dancing off. Maybe they calling it breaking so that you can't say we're calling it the same thing.
Oh,
perhaps.
Very possible.
Yeah.
Very possible, Arlie.
Like we're doing a take on breaking.
Look at the big brain on that one. Okay. Till Dog 12. Good morning. Just like with hip hop, breakdancing was not invented by blacks and Hispanics. It's by blacks only. Agreed.
Correct. It started in Africa. If you go back and do the research.
Tell it, Nadi. We know you got it. What it started in Africa when?
A long time ago. Before black folks started doing it in hip hop, Africans was already doing. Everything started in Africa. Music started in Africa. Mathematics started in Africa.
Life started in Africa.
Africa.
Younger brother said, when you think of a singer with a guitar, you don't think of anyone black. We were the first to perform with a guitar. Okay.
Period.
I disagree with him on that, because when I think about it, I think about Prince. When I
think
about guitar and singing, I think about Prince. I think about Lenny Kravitz. I think about these people. But I listen to my rock and roll too. I like rock and roll and alternative rock, so I understand.
Richard Bullock, they need to implement a crip walking bonus challenge for LA Olympics. I'm sure that's something that might be put on the table.
And Snoop Dogg is back. That's all I'm gonna say. Snoop Dogg is back.
Well, I'm willing to bet we won't see Snoop in the LA Olympics. They're not gonna pay him another $15 million to come out to be at home.
Somebody he'll have a sponsor by then. Ralph Lauren. Somebody.
Shouts out to you, Snoop. Appreciate you, man.
Snoop, man.
Ladies, protect y'all's damn selves all day, every day. I'm gonna read this one again. This one's from me. Ladies, protect y'all's damn selves all day, every day. Love y'all. Your boy R. Stu.
Yes, Eddie.
Tree, I'm so glad you're okay because just that quick, the story could have been different, Tree.
Yeah.
You know? And people don't see the other side of things. I often look at the other side. Okay, she's telling me this story now. What's the other side? It's terrifying. So yeah, you can't afford to leave your house, Tree, without your protection, whatever your protection of choice may be. You can't take that walk without it. You got to have it.
They always tell us not to be going walking by ourselves anyways. But
well, I'm looking for a decoy walking bay right now. I don't want a dog. I don't want a gun.
Decoy walking bay.
But a decoy walking bay. Well, Nadi, you want to go walking?
Nadi said he about to jump out no woods, be fighting. No, I'm just kidding.
And Tree, I'm sure you can find somebody to walk with you. I'm willing to bet that there's
walk with me, Lord. Okay, all right, keep going.
I do that though.
You do what?
Next side.
He'll be a decoy walking bay.
Okay, we'll talk.
Right, I do that for people sometimes.
Loose next side. Don't leave the house without that. God damn it on me. Exactly right. I just don't. I just don't. Truck D. Didn't you see Ollie shoot in Cigar? That's the analogy.
In the movie.
She can shoot. You were strapped in the movie, Ollie?
Ryan, you ain't seen, you the only one ain't seen my movie.
I hadn't seen it yet.
I haven't, but I want to. I'm going
to. I didn't see it either. Y'all is canceled. I have canceled the rest of the Two Live Stools.
Hold on, Ollie. Hold on.
I'm about to
get to it. We're gonna get to it.
We're gonna have a cigar listening party. I mean, watch party.
Viewer party. Yes.
We're gonna have a cigar viewer party. If there are any cigar sponsors in the group chat, let's talk. Call me.
Let's see. RC Tree. Has anyone said you sound a little like Kamala?
Well, what we have here. No, okay, we'll talk about it. We didn't. If once we start getting more sponsors, we're gonna get more days, and there's gonna be more stuff. Trust me.
More.
Old National. Doug is correct. Just like country and rock and roll music, it was hijacked from us. China will do the same thing. Yeah, I don't agree with that. I don't think that all of our history will be erased to the point where China can say, "Hey, that's us." I don't think so. I understand what he's saying, and I understand where that's coming from, but I just disagree.
They'd have to get rid of every single one of us
right.
to wipe out our. I mean, I know they are actively trying,
right?
But as long as
they
we
spent
have
that COVID,
right? Wait,
I'm just kidding.
What?
Speaking of COVID,
that's it. They sent that COVID. Trying to
Julius 35C says a baller to Gabby and Sydney. Ballers and Busters will be coming back around in the fall, I'm sure. This time of year, that's when we do a lot of that. But yeah, Gabby and Sydney, congratulations, ladies. I mean, phenomenal. I mean, and doesn't Gabby have is it Gabby or Sydney that has the PhD? Yeah, I mean, yes. So one of them's like super smart.
Well, we'll just fix this
right now. We gotta look it up. Nadi's looking it up.
Oh, okay, Nadi got it.
I was looking because you got people in the chat talking about breakdancing once started in Africa, but it was called the Juba. It's an African dance where men dance in circles where they would break dance. That happened. That's historical fact.
Pronounce that, please.
And twerking was.
I don't know why people want to rob Africa of everything.
Can you pronounce it again, please?
It's called the Juba. Juba.
Thank you.
And then twerking is actually something started. It's in Africa as well. It starts with an M. I can't remember the word, but I watched a whole series of videos, and I was like, "Oh, look at them!" Because women get rich, they get.
Oh yeah, black women been twerking since forever.
That's how we got these babies.
Titties out and everything.
Titties.
Breast.
Yes,
breast.
ain't nothing wrong with
Oh
titties.
my God.
Babies live off titties.
Breast.
We can't make titties a nasty thing.
It's not.
It's not about nasty.
Oh, it's a necessary part of life.
Yeah.
Nadi said, y'all coming for him this morning. That Africa comment, whoever said it, them pissed him off.
We'll make more money saying breast versus.
Thank you. There it is.
Eyes. Ron Lee said last week in the chat group, I called Tobago to win the 200. Ron Lee, that's a lie. I look at all the chat. I didn't see that. Nope, no chat. Now, you know we can't go back and verify chat. Now, you in here trying to get some props. Stop it, Ron Lee.
Ron Lee, yes, you did. Don't listen to him. He ain't read it. Don't let you did. I saw it.
Adrian Williams. Lyles was jumping around like Apollo Creed and Rocky IV before fighting Drago. Exactly right. Arlie and Tree, we didn't get y'all's thoughts. And not yours either. Please share your thoughts on Noah Lyles getting in that damn wheelchair after that race when he got beat down.
As a person who did get COVID and, was sick, you do have, and like the flu, you have bursts of energy. I feel like we're going to hear that a lot of Olympic folks went back to their countries, gave COVID to a whole bunch of people, all because it must have been circling around the village. They said he had it 2 days before he ran. So that would have been in between the 100 when he was fine, got sick. Now, I would not have exerted all that energy running out there and doing all, but he did that the first time too. So
but if he didn't have COVID the first time, then I understand. But knowing you got COVID, how dare you come out here exerting all that energy before your race?
You need to have saved it. That's the part I don't understand. But I
think Noah is either a liar or he's one of the most despicable human beings on the face of the planet.
Why?
Because if you got COVID and you out there with no mask on in a stadium full of people, and then after the race you hugging up the other competitors and speaking to them in their face, that's selfish. That's despicable. Based on what we supposedly know about COVID and how dangerous it is.
People die from it.
Right.
But
people die from it.
And it's an airborne disease, so you don't have to touch people. When they found out one NBA player had COVID, they shut the whole season down. Everybody get out of the stadium right now. This is how serious they took it.
As a matter of fact,
good point.
Go ahead,
what came to my mind, and so I want to do a disclaimer. First of all, I have a son that is a cancer. I love cancers. I dated a cancer for 7 years, but what I know about that personality, that they are dramatic. So I said, Kayla, is he a cancer? She looked it up. He is. He acts just like there is drama. They're borderline Pisces. And so and then they say stuff and then they don't apologize. They don't take it back. And you can't tell them anything. And his energy, I mean, he is good, but
he's great.
I want y'all to, whenever y'all get a chance, I want to Google Noah Lyles and all the comments he's made about NBA players.
I'm going to go get it right now, Ryan.
Google how he's trolled all of the NBA players.
Really? For the Olympics or just in general?
Just in general, because a while back, he claimed that when the NBA champions claimed to be world champions, he started clapping back like, y'all ain't no world champions. Y'all champions of the United States. Y'all not playing on a world stage. We on the world. I mean, he went in. And look at this. Look at this. You want to invite me to an event for a man who has not even been to the NBA finals? That's the comment he made when his sponsor offered him to go to an Adidas shoe rollout for Ant-Man.
It's arrogance.
It's just so now it's your time.
Muhammad Ali.
Confidence and arrogant. Like you as a black man, you better be confident. Nadia, I love that you know facts. You know facts. But there's an arrogance that people can present, and it's not appealing. Like Noah.
That beautiful black sister like him.
How does she deal with him though?
Maybe it's a track star theme. I think a lot of track performers have that type of arrogance and bravado. Okay, I mean, it reminds me of that time Michael Johnson raced Michael, the track star for the
with the gold shoes from Canada.
Right. And he ran, and then he was losing, and he pulled up. He was like, "Oh, my hamstring!"
Right,
like they can't accept losing.
You were so young then,
but it was for them. Their opportunities. In basketball, you got 5 games the whole week. You can go, or baseball even. We play a series with this team. So if we lost on Monday, we playing them again on Wednesday. We have a chance to redeem ourselves. Track does not give you an opportunity to redeem yourself until another year. Like it's so I think I think it's the mentality probably of track people that I got to get this today. Because is he coming back in 4 years? Do we know?
Name me one track athlete who has exerted as much energy as Noah Lyles prior to their race. Just name me one.
I can't name you one.
He running around the track like a chicken with his head cut off, man.
Correct.
Jumping like 8 feet in the air. I mean, just doing way too much prior to every race.
Right. Did he have COVID?
Did you ever see do that before?
We all are speechless.
All right.
Shout out to Southern Edge.
From Naughty. I think the top 5 is done. Ryan was never supposed to start winning. Laughed my butt off. I agree 100%. Dougie does not like to lose.
Nobody say that to you. Bring back the top 5. Somebody said that to you.
I was at Buc-ee's. I was at Buc-ee's this weekend.
Ryan.
In Auburn. And as I'm getting in the car, this guy was walking towards me. And I noticed that. I told the kids, y'all close the doors. And the guys, hey man, if I'm not mistaken, man, I'm sorry. My family's over there. I'm sorry. My name is so-and-so. Are you one of the stews? I said, I am.
God.
I said, I am, man. I said, man, thank you, man. What's up? What's good? He goes, hey man, where the top 5's at? You start winning and the top 5's going all of a sudden. I said, you damn right. You damn right.
Thespian.
So yeah, I mean, I'm not the only one that's noticing this. Naughty's not the only one noticing this. This is a real thing.
Okay, honey.
It's a real thing. I say Judge Holly B. Hood's gonna have to come back and regulate. Or maybe I'm making up a top 5. I'm sending out a top 5 for Thursday. I'm be ready. Let me think.
Holly
top
B.
5 little brothers who don't get their credit.
Definitely wasn't Marcus Jordan's first day meeting the dope man. That video really hurt my heart. I know I laughed about the watermelon and all that stuff. But that video really hurt my heart because if you are openly in public doing that drug like that, where somebody gets a picture of you like that, you're not just, it's not just for issues and giggles. You do this. You're doing that. This is what you do if you're that comfortable to have your machinery and everything right there. I mean, that really hurt my heart.
Could it be AI? Photoshop?
It very well could be. It very well could be. Thank you, Ollie.
That's what I'm gonna go. It's AI. He's not on his Marion Barry. He's not trying to be Marion Barry.
This could be AI too. Is that AI?
Oh, no, I saw her. I saw her. No, I see
her.
That
look like white
chicks. It does look like white chicks. That was I was thinking that too, Naughty.
This hurts my heart. Just be who you are, Serena. Serena, you're great. Serena, we think you're great, Serena. Oh my gosh, Serena.
She's laying next to Mike.
Serena,
I don't think he married her looking like she looked before.
Serena,
he married her at this new version of herself.
Serena, we view you as beautiful, Serena.
Yes,
we see you as beautiful, Serena.
Arlie, we need to find some men because every time it's last week. It was what's the girl name? The robust lady, Lizzo, and these upset me a little bit.
I don't have that level of confidence to go change up like that. I don't have that level of confidence to dress like Lizzo, and I don't have that level of confidence to go do something. My confidence ain't that high.
You think she did that to her face?
Yes,
that's not makeup.
She's got injections. She's got injections, and I think she's using some type of bleach product on herself.
Okay,
it hurts my heart because I mean. She's one of our top ninjas.
And then she came out with the little baby. What's the little Olympia's little baby doll? Nene? No. What's
yeah.
And the baby black doll. It's like I don't understand. I'm very confused.
Jungle Brother says it's photoshopped.
But I've seen interviews. I saw interviews of her this past week on TV. Where she was looking like a clay doll. She looked like a clay doll.
She looked like white chicks.
Right.
You know that ain't makeup.
She needs not to be talking to Salmon Sosa people.
Right.
I need her on the BeltLine with me. Okay, stop. I'm participating in this.
It's not a stretch for Noah to have COVID, just like it wasn't a stretch for Jordan to have food poisoning.
Yep.
As a true competitor, it's not a stretch to try and will yourself to a victory. I totally understand him still trying to get the W. But again,
it's the theatrics before.
I wanted it to be that too.
At a minimum, he needs to put a mask on and come out there and jump around and do his thing, and then go to his position, take his mask down where he's 6 feet away from everybody, and then after said race, the minute it's done, whether he gets gold, silver, or bronze or doesn't place, he needs to put said mask back on at a minimum. That's why I
But I
question.
think he wasn't saying he had COVID. Like,
No, he should have ran on track all by himself.
Well, who said he had COVID? Did he ever say it, or were we
The
reading
Olympic?
news
No, he
reports?
said after the race during the interview that he had
race.
COVID. He had been
After the race.
isolated for 3 days. My whole thing
How was
is
he
those people, whoever tested him for COVID, should have been responsible enough to say you just can't run today.
Agreed.
But you can't tell. I mean, I don't get to do this for another 4 years. Who knows what happens to
I
me in
don't
4 years?
care. This is life. You could not be living in the next 4 years.
I know that's what he was thinking. That's why
Right.
he got out there and ran with them
So
people.
yeah, but what about everybody else in the crowd? Like
each man
that's selfish.
is like
Well,
most of
if
these
it's as
selfish
despicable,
contagious,
actually.
if it's as contagious as they,
Like
I'm
I
sorry,
said,
I'm not gonna do this
it was
today.
worse
but-
than
No, don't
anything
do
Donald
that.
Trump
Yeah,
has
don't do
ever
that.
done.
It's contagious. Everybody on here has everybody in here experienced COVID?
I've never had COVID.
Good for you, Tree.
I
Good for you,
did.
Tree.
I
How
rolled
about you,
up, and I
James?
got it from a group,
Nah.
a wedding, super spreader event.
Good for you, Naughty. Yeah, it ran through our house real quick. But my wife's a teacher. She's an administrator, so we knew good and well that we were going to get it.
Yeah.
I mean, she's in front of kids all day long.
I don't
How
miss
can you
those
have
days.
the American president? He caught COVID. He isolated for 7 days, and then he dropped out the race. But you can't drop out the race.
Oh hell!
Man.
Naughty digging deep.
Okay, Naughty.
Sydney Action
You better
Jackson
preach.
And Evel didn't even
Evel
have
Knievel.
Evel Knievel didn't even have one of those super suspension bikes they got now. He rode a Granddaddy Bikers Club heavy ass Harley. Very true. Yeah, that's probably why his organs and stuff weren't good, because y'all know the BMX bikers that do all the jumps and stuff and the high jumps.
Yes.
Their shelf life in that sport isn't long because they jump so high and they hit the ground so hard that it makes their organs detach inside their body.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so they can only do it for X amount of years because their organs, every time they hit the ground and drop, it's too much for their organs. So Evel Knievel was on that old motorcycle doing those jumps and stuff. It was hurting him to land.
But he got the diabetes took him out, I thought.
Well, that's what they say.
He lived a long time.
He was
Reggie
69. That ain't that long.
Tim Tebow with all the goal line 1 yard TD runs, shaking my damn head. But yeah, I talked about 9,285 yards passing. I didn't talk about touchdowns because Cam and Tebow ran the ball. So to me, Reggie, I talked about passing yards on purpose, sir, to prove my point.
But they had like a 1 yard touchdown run is easy.
Well, and not only that, they act like it's not a touchdown. It's still a touchdown.
It's still a
It's still 6 points. Right.
There's guys that don't get in from the one.
That's right. That's
They
right.
don't get it
Some guys
in.
can't find the Nutsi. East side. I had that Evel Knievel stunt cycle. We had to wind that batch up and let it ride every time. David, Reggie Bush should be one. We saw 3. What year was Reggie Bush? Wasn't in college in the 2000s, was he? No, he was.
Yeah,
He was. Okay, Reggie Bush could be on that list.
Kim Kardashian. That one we need to.
Reggie Bush could be on that list. Listening to Straight Outta Compton now seems less gangster and more conscious. I agree 100%, Naughty. Yeah, the evil shoot 'em up bang bang music compared to today's mumble music and today's shooter music, everybody they're applauding shooters now.
Well, everybody trying. They also applauding people who want to put babies in people's throats. I just can't take it. I can't take that song. Y'all remember the throat baby song? Oh,
That could be an Olympic. Never mind.
No, that is
no tree. Nope, it cannot.
Well, it could be Olympics after dark. Hey, never mind.
Yeah, but if you go back and listen to the Straight Outta Compton album and like those albums, if you listen to them now,
They were teaching us.
They're educational.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they were talking about police brutality and what they were dealing with in them streets.
Correct.
Yeah, they were talking about what they were dealing with. They were scared of the police. And the reason why they were saying F the police is because the police were effing with them.
Yeah.
Correct.
But I'd rather be with you cannot go now. I'd rather be with you.
The stop and search, getting frisked because of
Right,
what you look
express
like. They were
yourself.
dealing with that.
Right. Express yourself. Dope man was telling you about the dope dealer in the neighborhood, and you didn't want to be like the dope dealer.
Right.
Yep.
So
Right.
yeah.
FM says business owners plan for the shaming pad. so they don't have to pay servers.
The tipping thing, the tipping meme.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like. I tip out of guilt when I'm standing up at the counter. I was at Arden's Garden, and they were like, they spin around. You want to leave a tip? And you're like, I got the stuff out my own.
What about when you're about to check out and they say, "Would you like to donate to?"
So listen,
I feel guilty.
In NAACP, I will. I mean, I'm not.
They do NAACP at the register.
No, HBCU. I'm sorry, Lexus does HBCU.
At the bowling alley yesterday, where we had my daughter's party, we spent a lot of money. I mean, it added up. And then I disappeared to the bar to get me a drink, to get me and the wife a drink. And then 5 or 6 parents came over there at the bar, and I kind of guilted myself into buying them a drink.
That's you too.
That's
y'all
me.
get what
That's
y'all
me.
want. Every time
Right.
we go somewhere, he's like, get what y'all want.
Okay. So the bill got extremely high, and it happened really fast. Okay. The server, who was a very good server, my wife said she's been very good. So if you're going to tip, and I'm a big tipper. The server gives me the check. And I mean, she like pulled this check out of her pocket, and it was so long, she had to roll it up a couple times.
It was CVS.
Right. It was one of those receipts. So she hands that to me, and I'm going through it to make sure everything on it is itemized, and we ordered it. Bam, bam, bam. I get down to the bottom. And the first thing I look at was the gratuity. They already added in her gratuity. She walks back by me while I'm looking at the gratuity and says, "Oh, and I would appreciate any tips." I looked at her and said, "Ma'am, you've already made more than $100 off of tips. You asking me for more?" I was going to give her more. That's what cut it. I didn't pay her. I didn't give her any more because of that comment.
Right. I feel you. I'm gonna start going to
You can't come
places
and
with
try
a
to hit me
manila
across
folder.
the head when you've already made all this money. What'd you say, James?
I'm gonna start going places with a manila folder. I'm gonna ask for donations when I get the check out. Look, I need a little extra.
Again, the bill was ridiculous. She already had a big tip in there included in the gratuity. She was like, "Oh, and I'm willing to accept any tips." Excuse me, lady.
But let me ask you this, because they told me in Miami when I was in Miami about 2 months ago, they said that some of that service charge or what, depending on what it says, they said it doesn't go to them, it goes to the business.
Got
So
nothing
I don't
to
know.
do with me.
Yeah, that
It
got
does
nothing
though.
to do with me. That's their business. That's their business. Ain't
But
got
that's
nothing to do
not.
with me.
I work here. That's not my fault that they don't do it fairly.
That's not my fault that you work there.
Yeah, that's what
not
I
my
was gonna
fault.
say. They doing little tricks right now. You do have to look on that thing.
I sympathize for that if that's the case. If part of that gratuity wasn't going to her and it was going to the people that didn't serve us, shame on them for doing that. But all I can look at is the numbers. I'm not asking what's the business model. I'm not asking is the owner. That ain't got nothing to do with me.
Okay. Well, yesterday when we went to dinner, it was a group of us went to dinner, and the same thing happened. And the opposite of yours, a young lady was like, because of a large party, they've already added in the gratuity. But you have the option down here where they put that if you like to give less, if you like to leave it like it is, add it up, if you like to give more. And that's all she said. And everybody was like, "Oh, thank you for at least telling us," because half the time you don't pay attention, realize that they already added the gratuity, and then you giving them more because you're trying to be a generous tipper. So I appreciated her approach. It made you want to give her more.
I had a buddy, and this is again, we're the Two Live Stews experience.
And the who are we?
And the Stew Live crew.
The Stew Live crew.
This is the Stew Live crew right here. Shouts out to Southern Edge. And this has nothing to do with anything.
Buy some Southern Edge. Buy some right now. It's Monday. You got your check.
Yep.
www.southernedgebeverage.com.
Scan that code. Get drunk.
Get
lit.
I don't even know how to tell this story because I'm gonna out myself if I say what I want to say.
Out yourself. Oh, you about to have a series like a
pause.
Right, pause.
Should I put him in the one shot?
Yeah.
Yes, put him in the one shot.
I'm not gonna go there. You can take me down. I'm not gonna go there.
He don't like that.
Just understand that, a buddy of mine contacted me saying, "I got a family that needs some assistance. I'm looking for X amount of money." It was like $1,500. He sent the text to me and like 10 other people. And I'm reading this message like, who's the family? What's their problem? Why would he even ask me? I don't know who they are. I know he's trying to be a servant. I know he's trying to be a servant. So my response to him was, A player, way too much going out right now. I'm sorry. And then 2 hours later, I cash app him $150. Feeling guilty.
See, that's not a cheerful. Not that you were angry, but don't do that no more.
I got a lot going out right now. Why would you even? It's just the school's starting. We on. I mean, I'm not.
But people don't think like that. Just because I'm very cognizant. I'm not going to text people stuff. I just consider everybody's situation. That person had an urgent need right then and there, and they're not thinking about you.
If you're propelled, you take care of it.
It's a shame, but that's how people operate. Self-awareness is not a thing.
We talked about this
over
the weekend. I'm a servant. I try to serve. That's why the guilt got on me and I sent the money. But are you did you contact all of your friends and ask them to contribute?
No. The problem is people don't respect the no. If you ask a question and there's a yes and a no, you have to respect the no. That's an option. If it's not an option, just tell me what I need to do.
He respected the no because his response was, "I totally understand, man. Your prayers will matter as well."
But
so he accepted the no, but I did it anyway because
the pleaser in you.
He is a friend.
I ain't no
so it came down to me thinking,
we have moments.
He is a buddy and he's in need, and maybe if it's not him in need, he sees a direct need, so he's trying to be a servant. So he comes to someone that he knows is a servant. Okay, well then let me just go ahead and send this money.
We need to make our no a no, just like and I had to teach myself that, Naughty. My kids, especially after that divorce, was running me ragged, but I was allowing it. I mean, Ryan, you allowed that.
No question.
Saying no is because it feels like you're a shitty person.
Yep.
Arlie, I've said this to you before too, because you are not a yes, not this kind, but you'll say yes.
Her heart is too big.
I'm driving, and
her
then
heart
I'm
is
going
too
up,
big.
and I'm flying to Egypt, and
I tell her all the time, man, F them people. What do you mean? What are you doing? No, Arlie, don't do that. I tell her all the time. Her heart is so big.
Sometimes your heart gotta be big enough to say no.
I know my therapist and I are working on that. The no is a complete sentence. Then I'll find it out. I'll be like, but what I will do though, let me tell you, I will figure it out. Hold on one second. That's to my own detriment.
I trust said dude, so I don't think he was just asking for money for himself. But then that's part of it too. Where's it going? I mean, is it really going to some family that you're claiming is displaced? And again, I got 3 over here. I got house note over here.
You don't have friends that's operating in that spirit. Yeah,
well,
no.
I agree.
That probably was.
I agree.
But that's how people feel about church offerings. Like, where is it going?
Out. There's a lot going
out. That's why our church. No, it's not. Our church shows you our church shows you all the stuff and where it's going. You got to cut lights on in the building, air conditioned.
Arlie,
we used to get a check to sing.
Arlie and Tree. One of the reasons why I love Impact. They tell you about every dollar.
Every dollar. We
every
see
dollar.
Red and when we in black.
If $1 million come in, they telling you $1 million came in, but they also telling you where it's going
and not where every penny went. At least that's
every penny, and that matters because I don't think a lot of churches do that.
And
I know a lot of these church folks sometimes don't be churching like they probably should.
That's right.
Taking my money to the strip club.
Not
put my money on your Escalade.
Okay, well, let me tell you this. There's some chat that you wanted to read before you get a new Escalade with the preacher.
You're right. We got a few more.
How long are we going to be here?
Well,
not long.
We're about to get out of here because I thought we'd be going by 8:30, but
this was good.
I'm enjoying the conversation.
He don't have to run no child nowhere today.
Very little Kimish.
She's talking about Serena.
Julius 35C. Serena was naturally black, beautiful back in the day. Cats who Serena, yes sir. I agree. Now she looks like a
white
gosh.
From white girls.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
White chicks.
I like nappy head Serena.
I just want to take
she was bad then.
Naughty, can you bring some pictures of girls you've dated for the next
Don't do
next
it, Dred.
Monday?
Don't do it, Dred.
Oh, they all beautiful.
Don't do it, Dred. They all beautiful.
He got dime pieces on his arm. Don't come for
I won't say dime pieces.
I wasn't. He said no. I wasn't implying that you date ugly girls. I just.
Hey, Naughty.
I'm nosy.
They solid 7s and 8s.
our big block conversation from the pop-up is about to go viral. It was really, really good. Rashay 1831. The problem with breaking at the Olympics is we abandoned that part of our culture. That's why there's no representation, because we no longer represent that aspect of the culture. I disagree. There's still ninjas dancing in these streets. That ninja, I'll only tip a to-go order if the restaurant brings it to my car outside curbside. I agree, but
that's like Sonic.
Well, and COVID gave me no option to go inside, so they had to come to my car. That's not my business model. Why should I tip because of that? I get it. I did, and I did tip because of that. I did, but I'm just saying that's not something I created.
Correct.
I mean, the money. If we keep finding money, if we keep finding reasons to give the money away, we're not gonna have the money. We're just not gonna have it.
I don't even have words. Okay.
Rodney Elam says her PhD is in cultural studies. She wrote a thesis about breaking. Okay, that was
that makes better
break
sense.
a ray gun. Okay,
well, the announcers.
Be in the break. I mean, Steve Kerr can coach his ass off, but I don't want to see him play. Just coach.
Brother. Facts regarding cancers. My Uncle Mike is one. We had to carry him back to his seat at my mama's funeral. Yeah, that's another reason why I don't like going to black funerals, because ninjas be really extra.
Well, I'm gonna tell y'all now. I'm gonna be extra at one of my shows.
Don't even say it. Right? Don't speak that into existence.
In the name of Jesus, it's rebuked. Okay.
Olympic doctors recorded his temperature at 103. It's documented regarding Noah Lyles pre-race. Okay, appreciate that, younger brother. He should have kept his ass still with that 103 temperature and save it for the race.
Right.
That's all I'm saying. When you come out there and act a fool and win, congratulations. But when you come out there and act a fool and lose, you should keep your behind still.
We about to talk about you.
Truck D, I think I may have COVID now. I found out I have pneumonia in my upper lung.
We need a prayer right now.
No.
And for real,
Heavenly
that's
Father,
for real.
Heavenly Father, we pray you bless Truck D. We pray you bless his pneumonia symptoms. We pray you bless what he's dealing with. We pray you keep him safe, Father, and protect his upper lung. It's in your son, Jesus Christ's name we pray and ask it all, Lord. Amen. You okay, Truck D? You're going to beat that thing.
That's right. Let us know.
Need you, Truck.
Last three, Romero Head, sorry. I personally believe Noah missing the 4x100 caused Benerick to try to squeeze more out of his leg, causing his disqualification. So I hate all you want. Noah's important. I get it. I'm not hating on Noah. I'm just speaking facts.
They
he
love
acted like
him.
an ass before the race.
Right. I think life is more
that is
important
the
than
fact.
winning.
He acted like an ass before the race.
Just
and
go
came up
back.
short and got put in a wheelchair.
Right. We've all been there.
When they were pushing that wheelchair over to him, I kept saying, "Don't you get in that wheelchair? Don't you get in that wheelchair? Man up and tell him you don't need that wheelchair." He sat his ass in that wheelchair. It blew my mind.
He's a fraud.
How else I'm gonna get there? Because I can't walk right now.
Do what you did prior to the race to get where you got to go.
How's I'm gonna get?
Right.
So you wanted him to jump? Keep doing that again?
Hop yourself back on off that world stage.
You got one more in you.
Younger brother said, "Now these former girlfriends look like Roseanne Barr." I've seen two of them, and that is not true. They were beautiful. They were beautiful. And that's nasty.
Bring the evidence.
You know, Ryan, I told you after the pop-up, I talked about the white girl and I talked about the big girl. So they just put them two together in the narrative now that I like big white women.
Creole Indian Eagle. And this is a great comment. Y'all are all going to be able to testify to this. It's always the building fund. And the church never gets built.
But Impact did.
Arlie, what I sent you yesterday, the pastor who wants us to quietly worship is now asking for $2,100 from 21 people in 21 days for a building fund.
Well, they did get ruined in Houston. They did.
Well, can he get some basketball wives money? Because
thank y'all so much.
Don't be asking me.
Thank y'all so much.
That's people's rent.
It is,
Shout
and they're
out to
going to give
Southern
it to them too.
They
Southern Edge Beverage Company.
So no one who attends the church does carpentry or that.
Come
type
on,
of thing.
Jesus. Come on, Jesus. Jesus,
Listen,
where are you?
I'm not knocking the church. I'm not knocking the hustle. I'm just saying I've been to
talking.
several churches talking about building funds, and I contributed to building funds, and I don't see no buildings.
Impact built what they said they were going to
Yes,
build.
ma'am. Yes, sir. Oh,
And
those was the best of times.
Those are the best.
Lastly,
They coming back.
twerking is the most degrading and inhumane dance ever invented. When we come back, guys, whether it's a pop-up or if it's the Thursday show, we will give you the origin to twerking.
Yep.
Naughty Dread is right. Ain't nothing nasty about it. And as a matter of fact, it helps me pitch tents.
Thank y'all.
Help the crop grow.
Wait, what?
Thank you for catching that.
Are we gonna do that with? So we should just keep this.
Twerking.
Are we gonna do this on Mondays, like whenever is possible? Because
No.
I don't have to work the boards and all that, and I can like really be present if I'm allowed to be here. This was great.
I doubt a tree. But really, Tree, you're getting the A+. Outstanding job today. Thank you for all you did. Naughty, appreciate you, player. The great Arlie, Michelle. Arlie, thank you. Outstanding job.
Logging off.
And you're a fan favorite in these streets, Arlie. The two people that I talked to over the weekend, they mentioned, that Arlie Michelle at Buc-ee's. You are hot in these streets.
I'm hot in this
Cigar queen.
I'm giving Doug an A+ as well.
Bring your gun next time.
Hey, I'm coming with my 9,
It's
y'all.
someplace buyer. Don't show it though. Don't show it. But it's someplace buyer.
We'll get in trouble.
Really appreciate that.
Wait, not working.
All the listeners in the chat room, man. Thank y'all so much. I wish we could have gotten to all the chat, but we just can't. Yeah, y'all mean so much to us being in that chat room. Y'all are
Arlie
really
helps
the main
me.
reason
What?
of why we do what we do. Thank y'all so much.
What did somebody say? Arlie helps them what? Oh,
I'm
God.
not-
Screenshot it. Send it to me.
Screenshot it. Send it to me. Oh, what is
Wow.
that? Oh,
Is that a
I said that. That's a tent.
It's a tent. Good night. It's not night. Good morning.
God is good all the time, and all the time God is good. If you don't know him, you need to find him and show him love.
You doing what Doug needs
All
you to
he's
do,
showing
Arlie.
you. Nothing but love. Peace, y'all. Thank y'all very much. Oh boy, here we go. Peace, y'all.
End the
Thank y'all very
stream.
much.
End it. Good
God's
night.
blessing to you all. We will see y'all on Thursday. Peace.
Bye, y'all.
My
See you
goodness,
Wednesday.
oh, gracious. Peace.
Yes, see you Wednesday.